a Portland 13-inch string trimmer. We bought it from Walmart. Used the thing probably about 2 hours of usage total on it, and then it just quit running. Of course, I checked the cords. They were all good. I took the switch apart. It functions correctly. I got down here. Had power going to the motor, but it would not kick on. When I rotated the head around a little bit, all of a sudden it started, which tells me it was something with the brushes. And I tried pulling one brush out. This brush right here on this side. That looked okay. Then I went to this one over here on this side. You should be able to see a problem. See how the brass part sticks out on the left? And then what it looks like on the right? When this machine was built, that brass housing was not pushed in far enough. As a result, the brush that's inside there has been running incorrectly on the motor. As a result, I'm going to have to replace the whole motor. And the manufacturers of this realized it because right here I can see where they tried gluing in the part. They realized they didn't get it in right, so they tried gluing it in place. So, not really sure what country made this, but if others are like this, poor workmanship. Here's what it looks like when it's been put in correctly, and that's what it looks like when it's still sticking out. My best guess is it's supposed to go in at least until this little clip part right here. Poor craftsmanship in assembling it. I don't know how many others are like that, but that's what the problem with this is. And from what I can see inside, if you look in there, you can see, come on, focus. You can see the brush sticking down. That's how badly it's been misaligned, because there was no housing going down to hold it in place. So I have to now replace the whole motor. Couple hours of use, that's all I got out of it. Watch the quality of what you buy. Okay, now that I got it apart, maybe you can see what I'm talking about better. Look right down into here. This is the brush. It runs against the motor. It goes through this brass thing here. And see the brush as I push it in, how it makes contact with the motor? That's what it's supposed to do. If you take a look at the other one, it does not move at all. There's a big glob of melted something right here blocking it. The brush itself is back in here and does not make contact with the motor at all. So I'm going to have to try removing this right here, removing this big pile of gunk, whatever it is, and try to free up the movement of the brush. You could probably see better now what this looks like and what this one looks like. This brush moves freely in and out. This brush Doesn't move at all. So, let's see if we can get that fixed up. Okay, as you can see, I got a bunch of that gunk cleared up. But because the housing is not in correctly, there's the brush, it's gone up against the thing. But because this housing right here is not in correctly, there are no guides down here. So I'm not 100% sure it's actually going to work the right way. If you look at the other side, you see that brush moving in and out freely? That's what it's supposed to be like. See the copper or brass part coming out right down here? That guides the brush. With this, who knows what'll happen. Time to put it back together and see what happens. Well, put it back together, it does not work. Which means the bushing does not push up against the motor, so it does not complete an electrical current. That's it. Got to buy a new motor.